James chose to do a lady face in his tattoo, so I'm gonna tattoo a lady's face turning into a robot.
And I feel like today I hit the challenge and it looks really freaking cool.
James got the hardest ask, and I feel like I can tattoo it stronger than he did.
Tony and Alexis, please step forward. Both of you are up for elimination. However, you have one final chance to save yourself. Tomorrow, the two of you must face off, but you won't be in the fight alone. Each of you must call out one additional artist to join the face-off.
Oh, Jesus.
The four of you will then tattoo against each other to avoid elimination. Pony, you are the lowest ranked artist, so you have the first pick. Who are you calling out?
I chose Tito.
Tito, please step forward.
I'm sorry, Tito.
Alexis, who are you calling out?
I'm gonna call Ash.
Ash, please step forward.
She's like, bitch.
Sorry, we're businessmen.
Gotcha.
Pony, Tito, Alexis, and Ash. The four of you will face off for your survival. Tito and Ash, since you were called out, the power is now in your hands. Tito, you'll determine the style, and Ash, you'll determine the subject matter that all four of you must tattoo. Tito, what style do you choose?
Neo-traditional.
Okay, Ash, please choose a subject.
I have no idea.
Just do what you're good at.
Lady faces?
Okay, neo-traditional lady faces.
It's on.
The face-off is set. Your canvases have been randomly assigned and are completely open. You have 6 hours to face off, and your time starts now.
Let's get your stencil put on.
Stand up.
Lady heads are a tough thing for a lot of artists. And there's a style that goes into them, making the eyes a little bit bigger, exaggerating certain features. If these guys don't hit some of those tricks, it's gonna be obvious, and the ugliest lady is gonna lose.
That looks great. Yeah.
All right, good luck, brother. Thank you.
Do like a little portrait of yourself.
No, it's not me.
It
Why
looks
is everybody
just like you.
saying that?
I choose to do a Native American lady face because it's a subject matter that I love, so I'm hoping that it shows in my tattoo.
This is my artistry. All of you can off who say that I don't have any.
For Alexis to drag me down there when I didn't earn my way there, I'm not thinking about anything other than sending Alexis home.
They woken a fire in her.
Yeah, she's proving that she wants to be here, so.
I'm impressed.
I picked Ash because I'm just like, shit, well, I know I can beat her.
Better not do a wall-to-wall.
Oh my, Fawn.
I'm sorry.
Slap you. I know she's gonna resent me. I know my team's gonna resent me, and that sucks too. So now I've got that on my shoulders as well.
She lied so strangely. I mean, I've been like, you know what I mean?
What are you guys saying under your breath? I'm right here. Take at least
We're commenting on your lining technique.
God, I feel so much pressure right now. I really, really want to get out of this low place that I'm in.
3 hours remaining.
Coming to look at what you're doing, man. I think our lines look good. You gotta go super, super bright. Yeah, this is too dark.
I'm gonna sit over here and play with this with the colored pencils and like try and get you some ideas.
Okay.
So the guys are suggesting a color palette that will be brighter. I'm not used to bright colors.
So here's like an idea what I was thinking. In the round, you could add black, going into brown, into yellow, and you could do red, and then everything breathes from the front and it looks like a light source, and it would be real nice.
Do you think so?
God, leave him alone, Pond. Don't overwhelm the dude with too many freaking opinions.
There's too many voices, and now I'm going on a different direction.
It's crazy. Being told what to do.
Yeah.
I cannot believe that it's happening again. It's really hard to do the perfect lines when your canvas is kicking.
She just needs to pick up the pace a little bit.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it. Machine's down. Time is up. No more ink.
Check her out.
Oh, yeah. She's a babe.
Cool.
All done?
I love it.
Yay.
Look at that.
Yeah, I love it.
Today, the 4 of you had to face off for survival. Based on your work, one of you will be packing your machines. Ash, let's start with you.
Okay.
It came out super cool, simple, but it has a lot of detail in it, very legible. You do get super saturated solid black in this tattoo.
I commend you for the design that you chose for yourself and for having the balls to call this when you're on the line.
Oh, thank God.
Well done, Ash. Thank you. Alexis.
The drawing of the hair, the saturation of black in the hair, the open skin you left in the hair, very cool. But a lot of outlines in this tattoo look rough.
What I don't like about it is the way the face is shaded.
The shading is a very stark style shading in the face with all this darkness, and it does give this thing a very ominous look.
There's highs and lows in this tattoo for sure.
Tito.
I like the illustration, very legible.
The color palette works, but the way you decide to put it in there, you gotta be clean about it.
Just the way that yellow's in the bottom of those coins, some of it goes in line, some of it doesn't, some of it's smooth on the round, some of it's not. You gotta get rid of this haphazard look. Everything needs to look like it's on purpose.
Pony.
Beautiful looking face, very distinct, very strong features. I really like the way she's got that stare out to nowhere. In the tattoo, you have this soft little feathery shading all over it. To me, it has the look of needing another session.
For me, you're trying to leave open skin, so you gotta find a way where what you do stamps that it's done.
My client had a muscle spasm and she was kicking all the time. So I spent more time than usual for line work.
You get somebody in a comfortable position, it's a lot easier to get a hold of them and do this outline. This outline cannot take you 3 hours, because then you don't get to finish the tattoo. For this style of tattooing, you've got to be able to get in and out.
All right, guys, it's time to determine who's going home.
I have an idea of which one I would take out of the running instantly. Ash is out.
Good job. I feel like I could pass out.
I think Alexis is the roughest looking one.
Anything in Tito's that has a shape, the shape's off. One shape doesn't look like the other. And the shading in the shape defines that they're not the same.
There's also trauma in Tito's.
You don't even know what you're talking about. Do you see it, or you just talking?
What's be real right now? Ponies is the worst done. The light source on the face doesn't make any sense. The leaves don't look finished.
When you look at all 4 together, Pony's is the most beautiful one. But any area you zoom in on
has a problem.
You zoom in on the eye, you got a problem. You zoom in on the hair, this little tuft of hair that comes out from behind the earring, you clearly see that outline all the way through that black. When you look at Alexis's hair, it's all saturated color. There's nowhere in Pony's tattoo that you see that, because it's all this feather, 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 soft, soft, and not punch, go.
Final decision.
Based on hitting the style, bright, solid color, my vote's for Pony.
My final decision is for Alexis based on purely the fact that I find it to be the least attractive of the 4.
Bright and bold, right? Pony.
The judges have decided. Pony, you do not have what it takes to be Ink Master. Please pack your machines and close shop.
Thank you.
This week, we're testing technical application.
All right.
Technical application is being able to put a tattoo in cleanly. You could save a bad design with good technical application. If you have a bad design and put in a bad outline, it shows even more.
In this competition, only the strongest survive. So today, you must prove your strength by facing off against another artist in a head-to-head battle.
Oh, shit.
What? Oh, man. Okay.
Lose, and you will be up for elimination. One by one, you will each pick a skull. The 6 artists that draw Pick Your Opponent will then choose one of the artists with a Call the Shot skull to face off against.
Okay.
And that artist will then get to choose the style and subject that you must both tattoo.
Oh my God.
I know it seems like picking your opponent is going to be the biggest advantage, but the real power lies within calling the shot. You can easily cherry pick to your strengths and prey on their weaknesses, no matter who calls you out.
Jason, you're up first. Pick your opponent.
Alexis.
Okay, Alexis, call the shot. What style and subject must both of you tattoo?
Black and gray, realistic French bulldog portrait. Very specific.
I gotta tattoo a dog head. How like unimaginative and uncreative is that? Obviously, Alexis is taking a shot at me because there's no drawing involved in it.
All right, Tito, pick an opponent.
I want to pick somebody to choose something that I'm comfortable tattooing. So now I have to make a drastic decision.
Big J. I'm gonna do black and gray realistic wolf heads.
By me going against a guy, 2 girls are gonna battle. So if I go down, there's a girl's gonna go down too.
Okay, artists, you have 6 hours to tattoo, and your time starts now.
I actually got a daughter at home. She's 9 months now.
You talking yet?
Well, since I've been gone, she started saying dada. Just couldn't say it before I left, you know?
I feel like it's selfish to be away from her and not see these moments of her growing up, but I'm doing this so later in life I can give her the best life possible.
Love like the layers of the fur. It just looks beautiful.
You're super stoked, which makes me feel bad for Tito.
It's kind of weird that Tito picked me, but at the same time, I didn't want to pick something super crazy to try to trip him up and then end up screwing myself.
What are they, man? I should have picked a girl.
I looked at you like, Tito, don't pick me. You're good, dude.
I feel so bad, man. That's my homie, man. We're a team. Sometimes it's good that way so you can push each other, you know? Yeah.
1 hour left.
See this dog?
Oh my God, he's so precious. It might be a she.
He's got a bow tie on, so I mean, I guess we're gonna go with.
Well, he has a bow tie on. This one doesn't.
Oh, you nixed the bow tie?
I'm not wasting time on bow ties.
Every line that I pull in this tattoo is just reminding me how much my career and my livelihood is at stake.
Today, you had to face off in a head-to-head battle. Based on your work, half of you will be up for elimination. Tito and Jake. Jake, you called black and gray realistic wolf head. Let's start with you.
Wolves are a kiss of death in this place. Without the proper distance of a wolf's nose, turns into a flat-nosed bear.
Having said that, this happens to be one of my favorite wolf heads we've seen. Only because it's legible. I really like that you went with this open skin approach as opposed to shading through this whole thing, and this tattoo looks applied really nicely.
Awesome, thank you.
Moving on to Tito's tattoo.
This one really gets that bear look. A very different technique from what Jake did. A lot of small, fine lines creating the hairs, and then a lot of shading. But these animals, they're hard to get in this straight-on view.
Who wins this head-to-head battle?
Just for more legibility, my vote's for Jake.
I'm gonna go with Jake.
The winner of this face-off is Jake. Tito, you are up for elimination. Jason and Alexis. Alexis, you called out black and gray French Bulldog portrait.
At first glance, I know exactly what it is. You hit the look of the dog a lot. The area that I think you get a little bit smudgy is gonna be the nose.
If you look at the picture, you definitely see prominent black swirls in the nostrils. In yours, you lose those shapes, but it's a cute tattoo. I think you did a great job.
Thank you.
Let's have a look at creepy Jason's tattoo.
It's a great photo reference to pull. If you look at the dog and the tattoo, the eyes look crazy. But then you look at the photo, you're like, that dog has crazy eyes.
The directional flow of the fur that you do in this is really great, but your background where the black doesn't touch the hat, the shakiness of the outline around the hat, there's a lot of technical application here that is sloppy.
All right, guys, who wins this head-to-head face-off?
I mean, there's things I really like about both tattoos. The softness and the smoothness that Alexis gives in this tattoo is very nice.
I wish he had his blacks.
I'm having a really hard time with Jason's technical application on that whole background.
Well, then join me on Team Alexis.
I'm with you.
My vote is for Alexis.
I also will go with Alexis today.
The winner of this face-off is Alexis. That means, Jason, you are up for elimination.
You know this part.
This week, we are judging adaptability.
Wow. Adaptability is really being able to walk into any sort of situation and being ready to go. No matter what's thrown at you, you got it.
A true ink master must be ready to tattoo against anyone in any style. What? To be the best, you must be able to beat the best.
The does that mean, dude?
Oh, I got no clue.
What?
Which is why today, your tattoo will be judged against the tattoo of an actual ink master.
Oh my God.
Oh! Yeah!
Oh!
What? Oh my God.
What?
Wow, this shit just got real very quickly. For this elimination tattoo, each of the Ink Masters will pick a style.
Oh.
You must tattoo in one of the styles called by the Ink Masters. While you tattoo your canvas, the Ink Masters will also tattoo at the same time.
Oh, head to head.
In critique, your tattoo will be directly compared to the Ink Masters tattoo in the same style. No pressure. Fail to match the master, and you must face off.
God damn. That's
Okay.
insane.
Tony, what style do you pick?
Traditional, open color palette. Let's see those fundamentals.
There can be a lot of rules to know in order to do traditional tattoos. Bold lines, bright, solid color, and a simplified design.
If you can't tattoo that shit, you can't be here.
Let's put the fun in fundamentals.
Anthony, what style do you pick?
I'm going with illustrative, open color palette.
Okay.
Want to see everybody draw, loosen up a little bit, and go at it.
Illustrative, it's really like where you flex on your drawing skills.
It's really open.
You will have 6 hours to tattoo. The styles have been set. The subject matter is entirely up to you. Your canvases are completely open. Head to your shops, and we'll send in your canvases. Good luck.
Hell yeah.
Artists, you must tattoo in one of the 4 styles chosen by the Ink Masters. You have 6 hours, and your time starts now.
Whoa, let's run it.
Let's do this, bud. It's go time, baby.
Anthony Michaels.
What is cracking?
Shit looking good.
Gangster Wolf.
I love the chain. That chain's so tight. Sick.
Illustrative to me means no restrictions. I can show the judges what I'm capable of doing and maybe throw a curveball to my opponents.
Have you planned out your colors? You're gonna wing the. You're gonna wing it?
Yeah. Nobody can beat me in illustrative.
What's up, Angel?
What's up, my friends?
Oh, dang, some snakeheads. That's sick. My favorite
Thank you.
subject matter.
I love it. I've based a lot of my illustrative style off of Anthony's illustrative style, so kind of when he said that, I was like, today's the day.
I picked this design to show that I can make a face with emotion in it, to show that I have that style and flair, and I can illustrate a snake.
Ooh.
Which Ink Master did you go after?
I'm going after Anthony.
Anthony.
Some illustrative. I didn't want to go super typical of my style.
Since the challenge is versatility, it's a smart play choosing something you don't normally do.
I think everybody in this room expects me to pick the traditional because that's what I do normally.
Very unexpected, Holly.
I enter this competition to show that I don't just do what I always do. I'm not Pond.
So did you pick American Traditional because you're most comfortable with it, or did you pick it because you want to compete head right with Tony?
A little bit of column A, a little bit of column B. Tony is the reason I came on this competition. We have such a similar style. He has a traditional background. He made me think that I could actually win this competition, and that's what I'm here to do.
I love a traditional eagle.
We had to give you some traditional like aspects in here, you know?
Tony's ask was traditional open color palette. So I'm giving a classic eagle, but a really cool mashup skull heart to show some artistry. You gotta watch your back, Tone.
I'm often imitated, never duplicated. To me, an American traditional color palette is usually red, yellow, sometimes olive. I picked open color palette because they might overuse a lot of colors that completely defeat the purpose of a traditional tattoo. This is a trick for sure. It's meant to bite you in the ass.
60 minutes left.
Well, let me look at your palette.
Yeah, I'm going like one above like the 3-color palette. I never believed in that anyway. I've always been like traditional has a feeling it's not like a rule book.
Pond normally kills it when it comes to traditional tattoos, but I think he overthought this one because he basically did like 4 tattoos in one design, and it's really hard to read.
Yours is big too.
Not the size of the tat.
It's the quality, bro, not the quantity. Damn.
Today, you had to tattoo in one of the styles called by the Ink Masters. If you were able to beat or match the Ink Master, you are safe from elimination. Angel, Bob, Holly, you tattooed an illustrative style called by Anthony. Before we critique your work, let's check out Anthony's tattoo.
This illustration tells the entire story. That is a badass wolf coming in for vengeance, and he's coming in to reap.
I love the chunkiness of the chain. The way you blocked it out, I feel weight, and I love seeing that.
Love the gold, the way you work the gold all the way through. It's beautiful. It's a Reaper wolf. It's super cool. It's dope.
Thank you, guys.
Dope tat.
Thank you, brother.
Okay, artists, let's see how you did. Angel. How are you feeling about your tattoo? Do you feel like you beat Anthony?
If I may be so bold, yes.
Gotta be bold.
You picked my favorite subject matter. I love doing snakes. I love the head on this thing, super dynamic, but where you fall short, the belly plates always have to be facing the same way. And at some point or another, I had to figure out, like, so wait a minute, is it going back or is it going forward? The belly plate should be facing one way, but now they're facing the other way. So that, to me, is just an eyesore.
The question is, did Angel match the Ink Master?
I don't think you fully committed to telling a story. Unfortunately, in this one, I don't think you quite matched Anthony.
I don't think it's up to par with what Anthony did.
Yeah, Angel, I don't think you matched Anthony.
He's hard to beat.
All right, Angel, you did not match the Ink Master, and you are up for elimination. Holly.
I like the color choices. Flesh tone whipped out to the skin tone is nice. But I gotta be honest, man, the eyes look a little cross-eyed. One's looking kind of to the right and the other one's kind of looking straight.
I put a shadow on the top of each eye, and maybe I just did a little too much shadow on the inside corner of that eye.
If you turned her into a mushroom lady and you went all the way with it, and you used mushrooms to create the other things, you'll get away with more. Artistically, if you let yourself go and fly, that's when you start to stand out as an artist, because your ideas are dope.
Anthony's, it's such a solid design. I do not think you matched the master.
It's just bottom heavy, and that's where I think he failed.
I don't think Holly matched the master.
Holly, you did not match the Ink Master, and you are up for elimination. Pawn, you tattooed traditional open color palette called by Tony. Before we critique your work, let's check out Tony's tattoo.
I love looking at a badass panther tattoo. The flow and the design is awesome. I love the way it fits the body.
The face is one of the coolest faces I've seen in this type of tattooing. The use of the red and the yellow in the eye is really cool. This tattoo is bold, it is strong. It was a bold move and it paid off.
This is a timeless tattoo. It's gonna be really hard to beat this. Okay, Pawn.
I love the design. I love the eagle. I love the wings going up. I love the mouth and the beak. It looks badass, dude. Coming down into like the heart skull, there's a lot going on in it.
Simplicity and strength, that's traditional.
Traditional is more than just a rule book. It's a feeling, and I feel like it feels traditional.
Question of the day, did Pawn match the master?
The line work's amazing, the shading's amazing. So yes, I do think it matches the master.
I love the eagle, and I would have loved to see you continue that eagle all the way down. That I would have been like, that's traditional. As much as there is a traditional feel, it doesn't match the style. Pawn did not match the master.
So that's one yes, one no.
Tony's tattoo, it's timeless and it's gorgeous. I don't feel that about Pawn's tattoo. And even though I cannot say anything about the technical fundamentals, I don't like looking at it. Pawn did not quite match the master.
I vote that you did not match the Ink Master. That's 3 no's. Pawn, you are up for elimination. Angel, Holly, and Pawn. None of you were able to match the master, and one of you will be going home.
It's one thing to be versatile, but to be Ink Master, you must be the most versatile artist in the room.
What does that mean?
To prove you deserve a spot in the finale, you must create a second mashup tattoo.
Come on.
In the same 2 styles and the same subject that another artist tattooed yesterday.
Holy shit.
Tattoo today?
Yesterday, the Skulls handed you your style. Today, you get to choose.
Give me Steph's.
As long as I don't have to do the same one, I'm happy.
Once again, your tattoo must speak for itself because it will be critiqued and scored by the judges without knowing who created which tattoo.
So there's no blind critique today.
Based on both the tattoo you did yesterday and the tattoo you do today, 2 of you will be packing your machines.
My stomach just turned.
Same.
Start designing and we'll send in your canvases. Good luck.
Wild. They're all really good.
Anthony's gonna be really cool.
Then you go traditional, you killed that fox.
I can't compete with that. Kind of want to try James's, just so that I'm not playing it safe.
I have a really good idea for what you did. The biomech watercolor is the most challenging, and I think it's going to be able to showcase adaptability and creativity the most.
I think so. So I guess I'm choosing James's.
I'm choosing James's.
I can't believe we're offering ourselves to do watercolor biomech.
Artists, it's time to out-tattoo one of your competitors with a second mashup tattoo. You have 6 hours to prove you deserve a spot in the finale, and your time starts now.
Why would anyone in their right mind pick the mashup of biomechanical and watercolor when there's other, better options?
And I washed in some opaque colors over the top of it.
Pretty.
Thanks, bye.
James chose to do a lady face in his tattoo, so I'm gonna tattoo a lady's face turning into a robot.
And I feel like today I hit the challenge and it looks really freaking cool.
James got the hardest ask, and I feel like I can tattoo it stronger than he did.
Okay, here we go.
Here we go.
Buckle up. So the artists had to prove their versatility with not 1, but 2 mashup tattoos. Based on these tattoos, 3 artists are going to the finale.
It all comes down to this.
Let's bring up the first tattoo.
There's my golden jewel.
This artist picked biomechanical and watercolor. Yeah, what a weird combo.
Really difficult.
This tattoo looks beautiful, and I definitely see watercolor. I think it's a gorgeous tattoo.
I really like the biomechanical side. These bug-like robotic waves turned to metal. And then I like that the watercolor woman is holding on to one of them and interacting with these bug-like things. You know, it creates this world.
That was the smartest part about this tattoo because there's interaction between the styles.
Well, James, gotta hand it to you.
First time watercolor. You're welcome. That went way better than I thought.
So that was round 1. Now we move on to round 2. In round 2, the artist could pick any tattoo that wasn't their own, same styles, and same subject.
Round 1, their fate was all determined. Round 2, they get to choose their own fate.
Yeah. All right, let's bring up the first tattoo.
Is this another bio watercolor?
The styles don't scream as loudly at me. It's not as obvious to me.
Maybe it's the face of a futuristic robot lady.
This is a gorgeous tattoo.
Yeah.
From the highlight under the eyebrow, how it dips into the shadow and then gets lighter again as the eye rolls out. And I do like the circuit board feeling of it to make it feel digital.
Let's take a look at all 3.
The first one is blatantly those 2 styles. The middle is a great design, but I have to search for the styles I'm looking for. And the last one, I like the design the most.
This tattoo is incredible.
But is it a mashup?
Does it hit those styles?
At least I did something that I love and I feel like represents me as an artist.
Just looking at all 3 of these makes me kind of giggle. It's so different.
Stephanie and Kat, based on your work, one of you will be competing in the finale, and one of you will be packing your machines. Please reveal the 3rd highest ranked tattoos. That artist will secure the last spot in the finale. Whose tattoos are these?
Those are mine.
Kat, congratulations. You have secured the last spot in the finale. That means, Stephanie, you do not have what it takes to be Ink Master.